Hi guys, this is Elise. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I just have a few things I want to share this morning. The first thing I want to share this beautiful tag that I received from my friend Kim. Hi Kimberly. I joined Kim's ticket tag and card swap, and she sent the swap back, and she sent everyone a little bit of extra something that she made, and I actually neglected to show the tag that she sent me, so I wanted to do that. So look at this beautiful tag. Let me put it down here and just back up just a little bit so you can get a better look at it. It's really pretty. She colored a Tilda image, and she put some lace and doily, and she punched lots of flowers and made some little flowers. I love these little flowers that she made here. And she put some trim at the bottom, and then she used her molding clay to make this bird cage. It's really pretty. So I just wanted to share that. It's a beautiful tag, Kim. Thank you so much, and I'm sorry I didn't show it in my video when I showed your swap. So I want to show it now and give you credit. And she put some really pretty I think that's girl paper on the back, which is one of my favorites. I love it. So thank you so much. The next thing I want to show is I made a couple layouts this weekend, and the first one is a layout in a card that I made for my husband. My first Friday crop group. Every month we have a challenge, and this past month the challenge was to make a card, no, not a card, to make a layout that represented a song that has some meaning to you. So my layout, I'm using it for two purposes. One for the challenge, and the other, it's going to be a gift for my husband. I made him a layout, something that he can, I'm going to put it in a shadow box, and he can take it to his office and put it in his office. So first I made him a card. I'm going to give it to him for Father's Day. So here's the card that I made, and I used the Simple Stories, no, is it Simple Stories? Let me see, wait a minute, just a second, guys. Let me see, I have some of the extra paper here. This is the paper I used. This is Timeless collection. Is it called Timeless? I don't know if this is Simple Stories. And this is what I have left of it. I love those clocks. And I think it's Simple Story. And then here's another piece of it. Love this. And so that's what I use. That's the paper. That's the leftover that I have. And so here's the card I made from the scrap paper. And what I did was I chose the song Just the Way You Are, and written by Billy Joel. And my husband actually tries to sing the Barry White version, and he's been trying to sing the song to me for years and still doesn't know the words. It's kind of funny. But anyway, so what I did was I just used some of the papers from the collection, and I let's see here, and I put some of the lyrics on the side there, and I made a burlap flower and used one of the Tim Holtz word sticks, and put a little button and some twine in some jute twine in the middle of the button of the flower. And I just used a little bit of washi tape, and I put some glossy accent on the clock face there. Then the inside I just cut a piece from the paper collection, and that's how I decorated it. I'm going to write him a really nice note in the inside. So that's the card I made. And then here's the layout that I made. Sorry guys, I have my camera on my tripod, but for some reason it keeps like trying to twirl around. Okay, so here's the layout, and here is so I use some of the paper. I use this burlap paper. This paper is, I love this paper. It has a burlap look to it, and it has scripted writing stamped on it. And then here in the corners I just use my black marker to do a little bit of stitching. I put some buttons randomly all around, and I did a little bit of fussy cutting with one of the clocks, and I put some crackle accent on that clock face. And I made a couple of more of the flowers with the burlap, and I put a little ticket there, and then I used some thickers to spell out "I love you just the way you are." And funny story about this "you" here, I was all done with my layout, and then I was Skyping with my friend Stacy, and I showed her my layout, and she said, "Where's the word you?" And I'm like, "What do you mean the word you?" And I looked at it, and I had completely left out the word you. So, and of course I go back and I don't have enough thickers to spell out the word U again. So I ended up putting a red U there, and it looks like it's kind of squeezing into the sentence. I mean, you know, into the wording there. And I like the way it turned out. It gives it a pop of color, and it's kind of quirky. So maybe it was meant to be that way because I really like it. And so what I did was I took some more of the lyrics from the song, and I just kind of, you know, just kind of tore a piece of it and put it there, tucked it there, and tucked it here kind of around the layout. And I just distressed all the edges with some frayed burlap. And I really like the way it turned out. I'm going to put this in a shadow box. So that's going to go in the shadow box for my husband. So that's my first layout. The second layout I did this weekend. And this one is one of my kids. And this one is, I'm starting to, you know, put some things together for the 4th of July. And I wanted to have a layout on display in my house for the 4th of July that's upcoming. And so I made this layout. And this actually is a picture that was taken in 1999. My husband and I went to Australia for a 10-day trip. And that was actually our first time that we left our kids for such a long time. And it was really nerve-wracking, but they were with my sister and my mom. So that was, you know, comforting. And so, but we brought them back these little matching outfits, and they're red, white, and blue with these little koalas, you know, pattern on them. And so I decided to use that picture, and I just used the new Authentique paper collection, which is really pretty. And I just started layering things. I used some washi, some fabric tape here, and I had these stars. A lot of these things I had from last year. This here is from last year's K & Company collection, and I just cut a couple little journaling spots here and here, and just put a little bit of, you know, writing there, tied it up with a little bit of baker's twine, tucked a little die cut piece here from the paper collection that I punched with one of my punches, and then I cut out a couple of, one of the pages has like some strips, and I just cut a couple of them and made banners with those and put them there. And I just used some blue and some red cardstock and just used my my Stampin' Up! Punch, my scallop punch, and scallop the edges there. And then here's a stick pin that I made last year. See if you can see that. It's a stick pin that I made last year. And then I used some thickers that say made in the, and then USA. And then there's some stars that I had from last year as well. So I think it turned out really pretty. I really like this layout. It's nice and fun, and it'll be nice to have on display during the holiday season. So I'm going to display this in my house. And so those are my two layouts. There's the one of my kids, and then again there's the one for my hubby. And then I want to show you guys one more thing. And this is not a layout at all. This is just a quick, just a new toy that I got. Okay, I had been wanting the, because I'm doing Project Life, I had been wanting the Instax Mini 7S camera. And what I did was, my husband, he has an Amazon account, like a lot of people do have Amazon accounts, but his is, he has like this credit card where every time he orders something, he accumulates points, and then he'll pay it off, and we accumulate these points. And my husband's kind of a electronic geek, and so he does order quite a few things from Amazon, and I usually just, if I'm patient enough, the points will add up, and he usually lets me spend the money that accumulates in the account. And so I had this camera sitting in the cart for the longest time, and then I saw that Carrie had gotten one for Mother's Day, and I was like, okay, I really want that camera, but I had to be patient because I basically really wanted to get it for free. So sure enough, last week I got a package in the mail, and my husband he's so sweet, he had ordered the camera for me. He took it out of the wish list cart, and he ordered the camera because there was enough money accumulated for me to get this for free. So I actually got it with points, with points that we had accumulated from purchases that we had made from Amazon. So so I got my camera, and I got the pink one, of course, just like Carrie's. And the only thing he didn't do, he didn't get any film to go along with it. But I'm going to tell you about that in just a second. So the way this works is really easy. Basically, you just pull the lens out, and it's on. You can see it's blinking there. And then you just pop the lens back in, and it's off. And it's very simple. And the little picture comes out of the top, and it's a little, I think it's like 2 by 3. It's very small, but it's perfect for Project Life. And there are frame templates out there that you can actually frame these with so that they fit perfectly into the page protector pockets that are, I think they're 4 by 3. So so I got that, and I'm so excited about that. And I didn't have any film, so what I did was, before I found the Fuji, I had been looking at the Polaroid 300, which it looks exactly like this camera, and they carry it at Target, but it was a little bit more pricey, and the film was actually a little bit it's a little bit more pricey too, because you don't get as many. Well, if you go to Amazon, you can get 2 packs of Fuji film with 10 you could take 10 pictures on each pack for $14 and a little bit of change. Well, 1 pack of Polaroid film for 10 pictures, it's $10.99. Well, so that's, you know, in the long run, that's not really cost effective. But if you're in a pinch, or if you just can't wait like me, you had to go get it. So I went and got a pack of the 300 Polaroid, and I had looked at the camera and looked at the film, and I thought, I wonder if that will work. So what I did was, I got a pack of the 300, and sure enough, I actually bought 2 packs, and sure enough, it works. It's exactly the same film. It comes out exactly the same way. It's just a little bit pricier as far as Amazon. Now, if you were to find the Fuji in the store, which I can't seem to find, I'm not sure how much it would cost, but on Amazon you can get 2 packs of Fuji for less than 2 packs of this, buying this in the store. But I needed it, so I just want to share that, guys, with you, and I'll talk with you guys later. Bye.